Look, you're not the master of your thoughts. We like to think that we are. We like to feel like we are in control. But we're not really. And you don't decide the thoughts that show up. You can't deliberately choose your next thought. It ain't possible. You want to say it is, most people do, but just try. Like, choose a thought. The only thing you can do is observe what shows up. You're not in control. And if you believe that your actions, at least the deliberate ones, like the ones that are strategic and made in an effort to achieve something, if you feel like those actions are preceded by thoughts about what to do and why, then it follows naturally also that you are not in control of your life at all. You're not in control over what you choose to spend your time and energy on. You're not in control over how well you do so, whether you stick with it or you let it go, or whether you are, how do you say, like serious and diligent and learn to become good at it. You're not in control of any of it. And yet the feeling that we are in control and taking like the reins and deciding on a path and sticking with it, like the feeling that we have that control is what's going to enable us to do it. Maybe. Because maybe there's another way that shows up. Once we stop trying so hard to control it all. It may be the most difficult transition we make, like in life, beyond dying, which, I mean, is also out of control. But it's hard to finally let go of all the trying and accepting that you're just a spectator. You're watching the idea of yourself go through a bunch of experiences. And maybe you'll develop in the way that you have a preference for, and maybe you won't. But it's out of your control. Maybe you're stuck on the couch watching YouTube all the time. Maybe you want to get up and do something else, like finally become productive and achieve all your ambitions. But it's not within your control when and why that happens. That can feel a little defeating, and you might draw the conclusion that, oh, that's not a healthy way of thinking, because why would you ever get up then? All I can say is, in my experience, once you stop trying to control it all, once you acknowledge that you are not, you're just not, all those things that somehow just make sense from a sense of like purpose, meaning, spirituality, religion, like whatever whatever you feel aligned with in terms of that sense of deep inner meaning of life, all that stuff starts to happen more naturally. It's the weirdest thing. You can't force it through. And the things you do or don't do might be the same. Like you might have very valid strategies for how to move forward. But if those strategies are approached from a place of, I'm going to control my life, you're going to fail. And I can't really tell you why. You just are. Once you let go of control, you may pursue the same path, and maybe your strategies will be more efficient, more successful. Or you may find that it's a completely different path that you're meant to walk, but you'll walk it. Because you're not holding on anymore. You let go of the tension, you let go of the anxiousness that's, how do you say, like implicitly attached to the need for control. We have to let it go. There are different ways to do it, and some people will say, oh, you found God. Maybe you did. Other people will say, wow, you finally realized there is no God. And maybe they're right too. It doesn't matter. But you gotta stop holding on so tight to your idea of what your life is supposed to be, because it's not in your control. This all feels a little off script for me. Like it's not part of my strategy for how to succeed on YouTube. But it is what feels, it feels true, it feels worthwhile to share. It's also why no coach can help you by saying smart words on the internet. If they can't help you find surrender, none of the strategies work. It's not to say that strategies don't have a place. It's just for the individual experience of actually growing, transforming, becoming. You have to let go, you have to surrender. It's the hardest thing we do. It's the only thing that matters. All right. Got nothing more. I'll see you soon.